We arrived in Athens a few days before our cruise because this city has so much to offer. This is a city rich in history and culture, and I didn't want to miss the opportunity to experience it all. Athens was the perfect place to start this adventure, but now I am ready to begin this cruise. Join me as we sail from Athens to Istanbul on the 10-day Ancient World Wonders cruise on board the Oceania Riviera. You can refresh, relax, and rejuvenate in the soothing heated swimming pool and whirlpools. You can try your luck in the casino, admire the atrium's Lalique grand staircase, enjoy one of the many comfy and luxurious lounges, tour the ship's vast and eclectic art collection, or take in a show in the Riviera Lounge. The possibilities are endless because there is so much to see and do on board Oceania Riviera. The bright and freshly appointed penthouse suite's spacious accommodations include a dining area, workspace, and floor-to-ceiling marble bath. You will always have time to get in some exercise when on a cruise vacation, and the Oceania Riviera's fitness center has everything you will need to stay in top shape. Techno gym treadmills, cycles, ellipticals, and free weights are all waiting for you. The elegant Polo Grill, with its cozy atmosphere, serves a mouth-watering potato salad terrine with smoked salmon, their own Polo Grill surf and turf, a signature chocolate mousse burger on an almond bun. It's all so delightful. Toscana restaurant serves some Italian favorites like bufala mozzarella caprese, linguine ciappino, a succulent bone-in milk-fed veal chop, and mouth-watering dessert berry zabaione. You can have all of this with your favorite wine in person. Cheers. As the sun rises, we drop anchor off the coast of the beautiful island of Santorini, with its bright white villages dotting the barren landscape hilltops. Sailboats of all shapes and sizes glide through the deep blue-colored waters, and from the top of Santorini, you can see the majestic Oceania Riviera resting off in the distance. We take a scenic boat ride to the island and then a beautiful drive through some winding roads and quaint villages before arriving at our first stop on Santorini. Welcome to Baya, the northern part of Santorini, with amazing architecture and magnificent views of the caldera. Baya, with its bright white houses and hotels and its narrow streets and pathways, is to many the most picturesque village on the entire island of Santorini. And I will add that it has definitely been the most photographed as well. And from above, you can't help but notice all the beautiful blue swimming pools that dot the landscape and complement the famous blue domes that everyone thinks of. We drove off the beaten path to Emporio, the largest village in Santorini, to get a feel for what it's like to live as a local. Arriving at Emporios feels like you have just discovered the best-kept secret on all of Santorini. This warm and inviting village hugs you with its sand-colored buildings and winding streets. Pyrgos Kastelletis stands tall above the village. As I walk more of this village's mazes from above, you have a bird's-eye view of all of its beauty. And when in Greece, experiencing the food can't be missed, nor can the delicious ice cream. And as I walk the streets one last time before heading back to the Oceania Riviera, I am excited for our next destination. Can you see why Santorini sunsets are famous the world over? The Grand Dining Room is aptly named, as it's the dining experience on the grandest scale. The decor is elegant, The detail and preparation of each and every dish is pure perfection, and the service is impeccable. We couldn't resist visiting the grand dining room several times during this cruise. Being on such a port-intensive itinerary on the Oceania Riviera, visiting ports in Greece and Turkey, the cruise line has been able to balance the entertainment and activities quite well. And I'm here with the cruise director on board, Paul Baya. Paul, how are you?
I'm doing great, Bill. Good to see you again.
It's great to see you. It's an amazing ship. Entertainment has been fantastic so far. I was at the show last night, lights, camera, music. Tell us about that.
Well, that particular show pays tribute to the golden era of the Hollywood movie musical. Featuring our singers and dancers, and guests get to see the show and also interact with the entertainment team as they're running some of the fun activities with the guests during those port days.
Being the cruise director, I mean, you have to orchestrate all these activities and entertainment during the voyage. I mean, that's a big task.
It's a fun task as well, though, Bill. You have a chance to kind of puzzle things around, look at the movement, when guests are going to be back on board the ship, when they're heading ashore, and making sure guests are having a great time, both on and off the vessel.
You know, pickleball is a very popular activity and growing even more. And I know you have a pickleball court on board. You also have mini golf up on deck?
Yeah, 18-hole miniature golf course up there in the same area so guests can head outside to enjoy some of the fun activities. On top of that, table tennis is offered. We also have our bocce and croquet court, also have shuffleboard, really something for everyone.
Tell us about more shows coming later in the cruise. What type of shows are they?
Well, with the Riviera Production Company's singers and dancers. One of the big shows that we have towards the end of the voyage I like to showcase is called World Beat, which showcases world dances and costumes and songs from literally around the world. One of my favorites.
Paul, a pleasure chatting with you. Continued success, and I can't wait to enjoy more of the entertainment on board the Oceania Riviera.
Yeah, and Bill, it's great to see you, and happy sailing.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Stop by Baristas and Bakery for the perfect cup of coffee and some conversation any time of the day. When entering the Aquamar Spa, you leave all your stresses behind. This is where you're going to relax and reflect, or get one of those best massages ever. Horizon's high tea service, accompanied by a wonderful string quartet, is a great time to catch up with friends. So sit back and relax and enjoy the exquisite tea and tasty treats. The Greek buffet at the Terrace Cafe has it all. Fresh breads, roasted lamb, fish, salads, chicken souvlaki, assorted olives and cheeses, dominoes, and stuffed grape leaves, and of course the best baklava, all prepared by the amazing chefs on board Oceania Riviera. And did someone say pizza? How about a hand-tossed pizza with your choice of toppings? I think I will. Let's dig in. Start your evening at Martinis. Enjoy the piano man as he plays tunes from today and yesterday while sipping on an Oceania Riviera specialty cocktail or a favorite drink of your own. It's a great place to meet up with friends and make new ones. We have arrived in Rhodes City, the capital of the ancient and historical island of Rhodes, once an important maritime, commercial, and cultural center in the Mediterranean. The city has a mixture of surviving Byzantine and medieval architecture, such as the fortification of Rhodes. The center of town and its cobblestone streets are lined with an eclectic mix of restaurants, shops, and open-air markets. And from above, you can see the beautiful port that is so important to the vitality of Rhodes. I'm here with Stephanie Hersh, the chef instructor of the Culinary Center on board. Stephanie, tell us about the culinary program on board and the Culinary Center. What can the guests expect?
It's a hands-on class. I do it in a sort of a catch and release program.
Right.
So I bring everybody up and show them a few steps, and they go back to their station and they do those steps at their station, and then they come back and we show them next steps, and then as we finish each dish, the people get to eat it. We serve an appropriate beverage with it, so whether that's wine or ouzo. To old ships, to new ships, to friendships. Cheers. Cheers.
And the ingredients are so fresh. Some of them actually come from some of the ports.
Yes, indeed. We try to work with local ingredients, and especially, for example, the Greek class today. When I got off ship the other day, I made sure that I purchased things so that we could use them in the class.
So you watched the way I prepared the food. How did I do on a scale from 1 to 10?
1 to 10, I'd say a 10.
A 10, wow.
Oh, you were brilliant. Yes.
So you
had a brilliant instructor.
Absolutely, no doubt. So apart from the program on board, I understand you have programs actually where you take guests ashore to learn how to cook with the locals.
Yes, they're great fun. You may go to a local restaurant and have a cooking class based on the family traditions of the owners of that restaurant. If you think about it, what people are eating and how they're serving it and how they're sharing it and what happens at the table is really the heart of the culture. Yeah.
What an amazing program. Stephanie, thanks so much. Continued success.
Thank you very much.
We are back on board, and as the sun sets, I reflect on another amazing day. We have arrived in Kusadasi, and we are heading to Ephesus, once a port city in Greece that now sits in modern-day Turkey. The ruins of Ephesus are spectacular, and the sheer vastness is hard to believe unless you are seeing it with your own eyes. Everywhere you turn, there is something more beautiful and more fascinating. The more you walk, the more you see, the more you realize how important Ephesus was then and is now. Behind me is the main road in Ephesus. You can spend days trying to see everything and every detail, but we will leave that to the archaeologist. Did you know the Ephesus Library was the third largest library in the ancient world? I am fascinated by the intricate detail that went into every single structure. And I am even more fascinated how they managed to reassemble many of these structures. And because of these efforts, we are given a glimpse into the past of a once great civilization. Entering the Red Ginger restaurant, you realize it's just not about the food, but the ambiance is just as important. However, the food is front and center, like tuna tataki, the Indonesian beef rendang with turmeric rice, spicy duck, and watermelon salad, miso glazed sea bass, and for the sweet tooth, chocolate lemongrass creme brulee, and coconut chocolate bounty cake. And it is all that much more special when you enjoy all of this with your love.
Have you got your bingo tickets? Yeah.
And who doesn't enjoy a game of bingo? And who doesn't enjoy winning the game of bingo? I know I do.
50 cents. number is G59. G59.
The Onboard Boutiques are a first-class shopping experience, fragrances and sportswear, the exquisite Bellari jewelry collection, ladies' fashions, and of course a wonderful collection of luxury handbags from Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and more. The Artist Loft, with its artist in residence, is a place for you to express your innermost artist. The artist in residence is there to offer you instructions and to help you create your own little masterpiece. You can dabble in everything from painting to drawing to sculpture to photography. It's up to you. So grab your palette and brush and start creating. Dancing to some good old rock and roll is a great time for everyone. Let's have a good look and listen. As we sail towards Istanbul, the morning's haze begins to burn off, and the city's fascinating skyline starts to appear in the distance. A bird's eye view of this vast metropolis is breathtaking. Driving through the city and on our way to one of the city's most recognizable landmarks and an absolutely stunning piece of architecture. It's all about the details inside and out. However, upon entering the interior of this magnificent architectural achievement, the domes draw you up to the sunlight that shines through the many windows surrounding the entire structure. The Blue Mosque in Istanbul, Turkey, known for its stunning blue tile, is a masterpiece of Ottoman architecture. Hagia Sophia, the grandest church left from the Byzantine Empire, now serves as an awe-inspiring mosque. Walking this bustling capital is like stepping back in time. The Spice Bar is a must when visiting Istanbul. There is nothing like it anywhere else in the world. As I board a boat in Galata on the Bosphorus River for a sunset cruise to Bebek and back, we get to see the magical city of Istanbul from another beautiful perspective. And as the sun sets and the city lights up, a new city is born, glowing with eternal magnificence. My experience on board the Oceania Riviera was highlighted by exquisite cuisine, compelling ports of call, and exceptional service, making this an unforgettable cruise vacation. Until next time, I'm Bill Panoff.